Okay, now we come here to the smoke and gas detector. So the function of the alarm system is alarm system device for gas and the smoke detector is very, very important. So in case we have any gas leakage in the system, that the detector will then stop the CHP and usually operate the ventilation system on full load so that we get the gas out of the system. In case of smoke, the system will shut down and stop the ventilation system. So in case of a fire, that the fire not get additional oxygen to burn more. So this system always must be checked every 3,600 operating hours. So we have here our smoke detector. We have a manual here from Schnell with this for the safety device. Please read through that as well so that you ensure that you understood everything properly. Yeah, to test the smoke detector, so every 3,600 operating hours, please check the device. So take the smoke detector with the testing spray. So you can get different kind of smoke detector testing sprays. This is one what Schnell usually use. So you can check it. So switch the CHP in operation on a low load or only in warm-up phase or low diesel mode, and then take the spray and spray it next to the detector. On the detectors by themselves, there is here a LED what will turn to red and will shut down the CHP. So follow the steps of the manual here and ensure that we have this tested every 3,600 operating hours. Then we go to the gas. Then we go to the gas detector. We have the gas detector as well. We get special gas testing spray. I realized that you can take a usual lighter and use the gas out of the lighter in front of the sensor, and the sensor will detect the gas and can switch off as well. So for the testing, use either a lighter or you use a special methane gas bottle, which gives you a direct indicator of the content of the gas. You can then test it on the device. You release the gas close to the device. The visual inspection of the fan will then that we can see that the fan is starting. So the gas detector with the test gas detector is activated. The CHP stopped immediately. The room ventilation system run up at 100% ventilation capacity. So that means the whole room get proper circulated with fresh air, so to get the gas out of the system. So, and that's what I say here, this is to avoid that we get high methane content level gas in the room. If we go on the visualization of the CHP, we can see on the room system that we have the room temperature, the fan speed, and as well we have here the CH4 gas sensor, the digital signal, and we have the analog signal. Actually, digital, that's wrong here, that's an analog signal. The analog signal shows you how high is the percentage of the the methane risk with oxygen. So this will increase, the digital signal will switch to 1 and the CHP will stop immediately. And the room ventilation system will start to run on full load until the arrow is resetted or we switch off the emergency button. Okay, that's for the gas sensor. We have in the maintenance schedule to check the gas reheating and gas conditioner module. That's actually as well only for the standard Schnell GAM system, so the Schnell gas treatment system. I assume you don't have that in place. So I think we can skip that point. You have to ensure, if you have a gas conditioner module, that you follow exactly instruction of your manufacturer of the gas conditioner module, so gas treatment system, to ensure that that the gas conditioner module, the treatment system, is working well, that we get the H2S content out of the system. So we have H2S content out of the system, maybe ammonia out of the system, the humidity content, the moisture content out of the system, out of the gas system, and that we release the condensate properly, not feeding back into the gas supply system. So please follow the manual of your manufacturer. Final activity. So every 3,600 operating hour. It says actually on Schnell maintenance schedule that you have to do it every 3,600 operating hours. So let's start with the first point. So operate the engine in pilot fuel mode and adjust settings if needed or if necessary. This is only needed to adjust settings, in my view, if you have done a big work on the engine. For example, if we replace the injectors, if we replace the cylinder head, if we overhaul the CHP or the engine, or if we replace the engine, then it's necessary to readjust the settings. Otherwise, I don't think we have to do it every 3,600 operating hours. We can do it every 7,200 operating hours. We can check the operation in diesel mode if there is anything what is not working well. But the diesel mode usually is a very easy handling mode. The diesel quality usually is the same. If the engine runs nicely, stable, without vibration, and with a stable cylinder temperature, then I don't think it is necessary. Jump to the point 2. Adjust CHP unit in gas mode. Here again, I don't think we have to do it every 3,600 operating hour. It will be needed to check if we do the 7,200 operating hour maintenance, or as well if we do any replacement in between. For example, if we do replacement of the injectors, it will be needed to check the settings and adjustment if with the new parts that the engine or the CHP is running in the best conditions. So we have the injectors, then we have the next big part, cylinder heads. A further part is turbocharger, turbo compounder. If we do an overhaul on the engine, it will be needed as well. If we replace the engine, I recommend to do a complete new settings and adjustment on the current new spare parts or parts on the system. So please keep that in mind. If you need help on that, you're always welcome to contact me quickly. I can do the settings. The most of the settings I can do easily online. So as we have done in the past as well, it's not a big deal. But I like to actually provide you a video program where I show you how to do the settings of a CHP after replacing main parts like injectors, cylinder head, turbocharger, etc. So I will prepare a video for that, so that you can educate yourself, and then we can do it together, and then further by further you can do it by yourself. Okay, then for sure complete unit specific records. So reset all the records, ensure that the maintenance counter is set it back, put everything in the documentation of the customer manual, that what parts was replaced, with which operating hours, so that we're always up to date, that we know which part and spare part on the CHP was replaced at what time, what was the issue, so that we have a proper record in the future, that we can look back and see what was done and what could be the problem, or that we can know what can we avoid in the future. Okay, set the interval of the maintenance meter back to the 3600 operating hours, so that this is settled, that we know when is the next 3600 operating hour maintenance. And yeah, actually we now on the end of the maintenance schedule program. So a summary, what did we learn today or in the last few sessions? I think we are now on session 6 already, so that means maybe in the last 6 days. We know to understand now all the steps of the CHP maintenance schedule. So we know that we go all the steps through, we know which step mean, we know what we have to do. And important as well, we know what we have to record. We know which and how the parts must be checked and replaced. If there's still some open questions, please let me know. We can go into the different objects deeper and make a special video of each if necessary, and so that we ensure that you are getting experts on the whole system. We realized how important it is to make proper maintenance and follow all the steps. So it's always, if we're running out of time and we are not finishing properly the maintenance, and we are not doing proper the records, we will get problems in future. So if we follow all the steps, and if we cannot finish the whole maintenance schedule properly, we have to reschedule and come on site on the next day and fix what is needed to finish all the steps. If we do only the half maintenance, it will not improve the operation of the plants for the future. And the last point, we learned how important it is to keep a record of the CHP status and the operation, to have an indicator of operating conditions. So that means if we record everything properly with all values, measurement, what's needed, we can find, or we can see problems in advance. We can make a schedule what parts will be needed, and we can make a proper schedule before the engine break down or shut down, that we are not losing time, downtime, costs, and at the end of the day, an unhappy client. So if we followed a proper step, a proper flow, a proper schedule with record that we can see everything in advance, you're welcome to share these records always with me, that I can have a look as well. I can support you on the record and give you some ideas and indicator where we have to look on, so that we ensure that the system runs forever and we will have a happy client. Okay, so that was for today of the basics of the maintenance schedule of the Schnell engine or Schnell CHP 6021B. So thank you so much for your time and effort. Please let me know what questions do you have, what points are not clear yet, where you need more in detailed information about replacement parts, working on the engine, make the proper maintenance of the different systems, so that I can prepare you with all the documentation, with all the details, so that we ensure that you guys get better and better and better to deliver the best support for your client, what you can do. So thank you so much for watching, and we see each other, or you see me, in the next video soon. Thank you so much. Arigato.